Okay, prep sheet 2 then, paper 1. No calculators allowed. Let's get to it, yeah? So the first one's just on these parallel lines, as always. All right, so press pause the video, have a go, and then calc when you're ready. Okay, so the parallel lines here. So I like to highlight my parallel lines, it just gives me an idea of what's going on, what to look for, basically. There you go, it's my parallel lines. So I got to find A, B, C, and D, no probs. I just go crazy with opposite angles, corresponding angles, and straight lines. So first things first, this is 87 degrees because it's opposite. This would be 93 degrees to make 180. All right, and then that would mean, well, what else would that mean? Maybe I could do this well. This one here is also 87 because it corresponds to this one, which means the A is 93, okay, because it makes a half turn here. So A is 180. Take away 87, which is 93 degrees. That one's done, and put it on a picture. All right. You haven't got to find B next, but I'm going to find B because I think it's quite easy. This one's also 93 because it corresponds to the one above. This one's also 93 corresponding. So B is going to be 180. Take 93, which actually is 87 degrees as well. Now let's C and D. Well, that's 102 because it's opposite. This is 78 because it makes a straight line. I see, pardon the pun, that C is also 78 because it's corresponding. So C is also 78 degrees. And then D should be quite easy, shouldn't it? Because I see that this one here is, pardon me 2 seconds, get rid of that. C is also going to be 102. So this one here by C is going to be 102 because it makes a half turn, and D corresponds to 102. All right, so that's parallel lines. Job done. Quite easy, I think. All right, let's have a go one more. This one. So pause it and come back when you're ready. So the way I'm doing this one, all right, I'm gonna look at all the text. Right, earns £84 a week. The bundle costs 520. He's going to save 16% of his earnings for 12 weeks, and then get the rest of the money off his dad. Okay. Now you could find 16% of 84 first of all, then times it by 12. I'm going to do 84 times 12 first of all. Okay. You should use the box method in the exam. All right, for this, you get 1,008. Right. That's how much he earns over the 12 weeks. Then I would find 16% now, okay, of 1,008, which you would do by, remember, without a calculator, 10%, 5%, 1%. Okay, so remember 10%, just divide by 10. All right, so 1,008 divided by 10 is £100, 80. 5% is half of 10%. That'll be £50, 40. And then 1%, either divide the 10% by 10 or divide the whole thing by 100. All right, but you're going to get £10.80. And if you add those up in the column method, all right, I'm not going to show all the borrowing because, you know, we know how to do it. Get £161.28. That's how much he pays towards the PS5, but it costs 520. So the remaining amount is going to be 520, take away £161.28, and you would use really the column method here to do your subtraction. All right, let's see what you get. Obviously, if you need, I will not going to show the whole thing, but I would say to keep it safe, all right, do it that way. Put 0.00 down to help you with all the borrowing, all right, and in the end you get £358.72. That's where his dad's going to pay towards the PS5. Okay, that's that one done. Number 3, well, again, pause this and come back when you're ready, okay? So this one is all about turning liters into centimeter cubes. You need to know that 42, oh, sorry, before I do that, remember the connection? 1 liter is 1,000 centimeters cubed. So going this way, I'm times it by 1,000. So you just do 42 times 1,000. That's obviously 42,000 centimeters cubed. And this one, all right, he scored 20 goals, including 7 penalties. what percentage were not penalties? Okay, well, obviously 7 were penalties, 13 weren't penalties, 13 out of 20 weren't penalties. To make a percentage, make the denominator 100. I times by 5 here and by 5 here. 13 times 5 is 65, so 65%. And this one is a classic case of draw a picture. Okay, now obviously, a billboard is a massive, great poster. So this billboard is the bigger one. So I tend to put that on the right-hand side. All right, so it's 3 meters high and 7 meters wide. This is the billboard. And the post is obviously much smaller. The height of the poster is only 15 centimeters. And I got to find the width. I got to find this here. Okay. First things first, I better make them into the same units. Remember, 1 meter is 100 centimeters for a start. All right. Remember, these are enlargements. So I want to find the scale factor. Okay. So if you look at these two sides, they match up. 15, and it might, now you can say 15 times something is 300. But if you do 300 divided by 15, you get 20, okay? So the scale factor is 20, right? The billboard's 20 times bigger than the posters. So that'd be times by 20. Now, obviously, if I'm working backwards to this one, you would divide by 20, okay? So 700 divided by 20. If you want, then you can swap 1 0, all right? And you get 35 centimeters. So just watch for the change of units, all right? And it's quite easy.